we were tracking those breezy conditions for our Wednesday, and we got some of those wind reports up around 35 and 40 miles an hour yesterday afternoon. Looks like Sedalia was probably the windiest place, or at least they got the highest wind gusts yesterday with 39 miles an hour. We are going to be tracking a bit of a breeze today, and that's going to be kind of setting the stage for a cooler afternoon to unfold across mid-Missouri. Some of these gusts are up around 25 miles an hour. Not as bad as what we saw yesterday, but it's going to do the job enough to keep us into those upper 50s later on today as some of that sun starts to work its way back out across mid-Missouri. There's some of that sun starting to work back into the equation here later on this morning into the early afternoon hours. I think a lot of that moisture is going to work its way off toward the south and east. But again, temperature is going to struggle to warm up with those winds out of the northwest. The problem is, though, as we get into tonight, once we get off to that cold start, we're going to keep those mostly clear skies overhead. And that's going to allow those temperatures to bottom out in those low 30s to some mid 30s. But notice there's a bit of a spread here. And we've seen this over the last 24 hours or so developing in some of that model data. You go from places like Mexico looking at 44 degrees, at least on the latest run of FutureTrack, all the way down to 30 degrees into Brunswick. The reason for that, a little bit of cloud cover that's going to work its way through the area tomorrow morning. And that may help some of us stave off some of those frosty conditions. So when you see this frost advisory, again, it's not area wide, and it looks like our better bet, in all honesty, is going to be in some of our southern counties at picking up those frosty conditions tonight into tomorrow morning. So you may just want to play it safe, though, if you do have any of those sensitive plants here across mid-Missouri, and bring those in or cover them up as we get into tonight. Temperatures tomorrow bouncing back into the upper 50s, fairly similar to what we see today. Saturday, though, these winds really start to ramp up out of the southwest, and that's going to carry our temperatures a little bit further here as we get into the afternoon hours, into the upper 60s. We're back into the low 60s, though, on Sunday, and that's coming with some rain chances across mid-Missouri. Here's the latest look at FutureTrack again, and it's starting to show up a little bit earlier with some of the latest model data coming in and further north here. So this is going to be one of those things that we're going to be continuing to kind of pin down the exact placement and timing of this going into the next couple of days, but it looks like maybe a little more healthy opportunity at picking up some rainfall compared to what we were tracking this morning, which is really nothing more than some sprinkles. So there's those rain chances Sunday. Got a good chance at some of that sticking around as we kick off the work week next week as well. Looking at that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast, and looking like a little more active weather pattern trying to evolve as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday with some of those rain chances sticking around.